What is going on? It's your boy Warner Brother, and we are back with some more Need for Speed No Limits. It's time for episode 735 for day 4 of the Crossfire live special event. Let's dive into it, but before we do, go ahead and hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can be updated whenever I release new content. Also, join my Discord and Patreon so you become members, help support the channel, and help me to produce better content. Let's dive into it. We currently have double rep going on, so any assignments we complete, we get double rep. Let's check out the store, see what's in store. We're not going to spend gold on any materials, so we dive into day 4, rain. We need to reach a performance of 745 in order to complete the day. This is the perfect opportunity to poach racers. Frostburn left people lost and broken. Give them purpose. You may have a point there. Let's go poach. So it looks like Ronan is going to try to put together a crew so he can try to run the underground, basically. Of course, this event is coming from after the Frostburn event, which we did, I believe, complete day 5, but we didn't complete day 6. You probably have to go back to see some of my more recent episodes of that. Now, before we dive into the first race, let's take a look at our performance. We're sitting at 734. We need to reach 745. So that means we need 11 points of performance gained in order to do the final race. So let's dive into the first one, which is a rush hour. We get an ECU segment. And I believe we'll be driving as Ronan.
Heard you were recruiting. Think I got a shot? Survive one race with me. If I like your style, maybe you'll make it in my crew. Damn, you don't hold back, do you? That was me holding back. You passed. Welcome to the crew. Now we go have some real fun.
Looks like Ronan gained another member. But we completed the race and we got the ECU segment. It's time to dive into the second race, which is a nitro rush. But before that, 875 yards drifted. Nice. We get a wheel segment for completing this nitro rush, and we're driving as Hotshot now. Meanwhile, Hotshot is still on Rio's tail. Another solid drive, and we get a wheel segment for completing this one. Solid work. It is now time to move on to the next race, which is a drift timed challenge. We have to finish in under 26.97 seconds and drift 387 yards, and we get a turbo component for it. Another solid drive. We finished within the target time and more than tripled the amount of yards needed to be drifted. And with that, we got our turbo component. Another great drive. Now moving on to the next race, which is a hunter race. And with this one, we get a transmission component.
Leave me the hell alone. Not everyone has someone like Kim watching their back all the time like you.
Another solid drive, finishing under 35 seconds, and got the transmission component. And from that one, we move on to race number 5, which is an airborne race. We get a nitro component for it. Rio, I'm really sorry about what happened, but there's no reason to go down this path.
They took everything from me. Friends, family, and my rep. I just feel so lost.
Whoops. Sorry, Rio. And round the outside like Eminem. Come back with us, Rio. You still have some friends left in the city. I'm about to say, because I never had a problem with Rio. Ever since I first met him in, I forgot the name of that one event with the Acura Integra DC2 Type R. The gold one that's in my garage. But anyways, we completed Nitro Boost for 60 seconds. We completed the 5th race and move on to race number 6. But of course, we also need some more tickets to continue to drive. So I'm going to go ahead and refill those. Now we have 9 tickets. Next race is a Nitro Zones Racing Challenge. But first, let's check out the store and see what's new in the store. We have plenty of cash, Nitro segment, wheel segment, transmission component. Let's go ahead and snag both the segments. and then we'll save up to get that component. Nitro Zone Racing Challenge up next. We get an ECU component. We got to finish first and hit 3 nitro zones. Somewhere else, Tyler sees 2 cars pull up next to him, and he is greeted by a menacing helmet. Ronan, I presume. Hi, quick question. Where did you get that purple Aston Martin Valor?
Tyler, right? Funny you should ask.
I got this with a note that said, Tyler's garage has the best parts. Oh boy. Kim, we need some backup here. Whoops. Sorry, Kelly. Coming through. Ooh. Sorry, taxi. Oh no! Ah, damn it. Decent enough drive, finished first, and tripled our nitro zones. Alright, looks like we got that ECU component, and it's time to go ahead and move on to the next race, which is an airtime racing challenge. Basically, like an airborne race. We get a turbo upgrade kit. All we have to do is finish first and get 2.4 seconds of hang time. Quick, Tyler's in trouble. That was crazy. That maniac wanted to rob me. That's how they operate. Anyone trained by the clan knows to go after someone without any crew. Maybe it's time we had one of our own. Solid drive. We finished first and had 3.1 seconds of hang time. Good stuff. Alright, we completed that race. We went ahead and got the turbo upgrade kit. It's time to go to the next race now, which is, ironically, an airborne race. We get a wheel component for completing it. The strangest thing was Ronan also had an Aston Martin Valor. That cannot be a coincidence. A mysterious gift? Like the one we got, perhaps? This is getting more and more interesting. I think it's time we face the facts, guys. If we're going to get through this, we only do it as a crew. We are here if you want to lead the way, hotshot. After all, your rep speaks for itself. Count me in. Alright, it's a decent race, a couple shaky moments, but we beat it, and we got the wheel component. Let's go ahead and dive into the garage. Since we have to do some upgrading to the car, let's go ahead and add in materials, rebuild any parts that need to be rebuilt, starting with the turbo, adding the upgrade kit and the turbo component. That should bring our performance up to 736, and that's exactly where we're at now. Over to the wheels to add in the 2 wheel segments that we have and to rebuild the wheels. Oh, and look at that, we've also gotten the 3 material slots filled, so we'll collect that assignment here briefly. Now to add in the wheel component, and that brings our performance to 737. Over to the transmission to add in the transmission component, and we're now up to 738. Now over to the ECU to add in the ECU segment and rebuild the ECU. And with that, we should have 2 parts rebuilt, so that's another assignment complete, with double rep, of course. Oh, and also an ECU component to toss in as well. Alright, performance is still sitting at 738, so let's move on over to the nitro. To add in 1 nitro segment, we will need 1 more in order to rebuild the nitro. And we're still sitting at 738, so it's time to toss in just a little bit of movie magic. Alright, so we're now sitting at 742. And let's see, we have 1 ticket left, so let's try to dive into maybe a replayable here. Day 3 Hunter, and try to see if we can get some more materials. Oof. Sorry again, Rio. Dang, he took off. Alright, that race is to complete, and now it's time to pick a prize. Let's go. Trying to figure out which one I want to do here. Let's try down the middle. Alright. Could use that money. And let's go ahead and use up some gold to get one of these turbo segments, because we will definitely need it. Alright, let's dive into the garage and let's add that turbo segment into the turbo and rebuild the turbo so we can add more performance. Alright, now we have a rare turbo. We're sitting at 743 in performance. We're out of tickets and we need to check out what's in the store. We have almost 7 grand to play with, so let's refresh the store. Turbo component. Let's go ahead and get it, even though it's going to cost me a little bit of gold. Alright, 1 gold. We'll take that bet right there. Alright, so back into the garage. Let's add that turbo component into the turbo. That should bump us up to 744. Oh, we need more money. Darn it. Okay. Well, looks like we will have to do a little bit of movie magic. And now we're sitting at 744. We need 1 more point of performance. Can't do these races to try to get more turbo segments for the turbo. We do have 7 tickets to play with, so let's dive into the airborne race and see if we can get a different material or some more cash that we can add or use for the Aston Martin. That was a really clean drive, and it's time to pick a prize. We have 2 cash options and a transmission segment. Go to the right, 2,500. Cool, we'll take it. I dig it. So let's dive into the store and see what we can get. Hey, a transmission segment. Something I was aiming for anyways. So let's go ahead and snag that. And let's head out the store into the garage. Let's toss that bad boy in. And cool, we're at 7:45. That means we can do the final race in day 4, which is a Nitro Rush. And we get an ECU upgrade kit. Solid stuff. So that is race complete. We got the ECU upgrade kit. Solid work. And that is day 4 complete. Solid drive. That's 10 blueprints for the Aston Martin Valor. So day 4 is complete. That means if we end the event here, we get 15 blueprints. We obviously wouldn't get the car, but that's 15 blueprints that we can get for the car later on. And we'll go ahead and toss in this ECU upgrade kit. And we have the ability to rebuild it. But we will save that for the next episode. Speaking of which, tune in next time for episode 736 for day 5 of the Crossfire live special event. Like and subscribe for more content. Also for motorsports and gaming content. I will leave links to different channels in the description, as well as links to my Discord and Patreon, so you become members. Help support the channel and help me to produce better content. Thank you so much for joining. It's your boy, Warner Brother. Much love, much appreciation. Stay blessed, stay safe. And once again, happy Black History Month. And I am out of here. Peace.